There's no place I'd rather be.
Hey guys, welcome back to Talking Blues. Welcome back to another video. We hope you're all doing well today. Well, obviously some of you are not going to be doing well today with the news that has broken. We're your hosts, Ben and Mark. Thank you so much for joining us today. Before we get into this video, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn the notification bell icon on to be notified when we upload. Share this video out as much as possible, guys. Really helps us out. Turn the notification bell icon to be notified when we upload, as I've said. And yeah, let's just get straight into this. So, the news is broken. Thomas Tuchel has been sacked. I woke up to this morning and I had tears in my eyes because it hurts. It does. Because I've watched this man from the very beginning when he joined Chelsea. And my experiences watching him coach this team, love this team, nurture this team into something so fantastic, so great, so amazingly strong and adaptable, clever. You know, we won the Champions League, we've won the Super Cup, the Club World Cup, with 6 finals in just over 2.5 years in charge of Chelsea. And 5 games into the season, he gets sacked. It's unbelievable. We're going to get into what has been said. But Dad, I just want to get your thoughts first. What's your thoughts on Tuchel being sacked?
Yeah, I was gobsmacked to find out he'd been sacked. And by way of, was it text or telephone call? Not face to face. There was no sort of, calling him into the office and, having a chat with him and telling, Bowley telling him, it's time to sort of like get these players to pull their socks up, and the manager as well. But the way it was done, I think it was some type of, something has been brewing there in the pipeline, and, it's like a covert operation, to sack somebody by phone, by text, not bring them into the office, give them the reasons why, elaborate, what is going wrong here. And you said, we're 5 games into the season. We've had 2 wins, 2 draws.
No, 1 draw.
Or 1 draw and 2 losses. Yeah. So 5 games in, I don't think it's justifiable. Let's not look at last season, that's done and dusted. And one of the other things, that comes to my mind is that he should have been allowed to carry on, at least until, halfway through the season when we get to the new year and see how things panned out then. Obviously, there must have been, some breakdown in the dressing rooms, lack of morale between players, etc. But, it makes me think, Todd Bowley has come in and taken over Chelsea Football Club. And one of the things that sprung to my mind, is this going to be like another Manchester United?
I don't think it is, I don't think it is because...
Yeah, but, this is very early days. He's just taken over the club, yeah?
I know.
Sacks the manager within weeks, of the Premier League starting. This is an indication of good, ownership, management, etc. But, I know our record isn't great, yeah, for this season. And to lose last night, 1-0, what went wrong there? But, I'm just gobsmacked and, I was speechless, really, of, what's going on here.
Exactly. I mean, look, let's get into what has been said, and then we'll give you some more breakdown thoughts, and then we'll discuss what happens next. So let's get into that now. So here it is on the Chelsea website. Chelsea Football Club Park Company with Thomas Tuchel. Chelsea Football Club has today parted company with head coach Thomas Tuchel. On behalf of everyone at Chelsea Football Club, the club would like to place on record its gratitude to Thomas and his staff for all the efforts during the time with the club. Thomas will rightly have a place in Chelsea's history after winning the Champions League and the Super Cup and the Club World Cup in his time here. As the new ownership group reaches 100 days since taking over the club and it continues its hard work to take the club forward, the new owners believe it's the right time to make this transition. Chelsea's coaching staff will take charge of the team training and preparation for our upcoming matches as the club moves swiftly to appoint a new head coach. There will be no further comment until a new head coach appointment has been made. So, what I can gather from this is that it wasn't a decision taken lightly. It wasn't a decision that went on that was made instantly. This has been brewing for a couple of days or a couple of weeks or however long. But for me, it's so sad to see the way this has gone. I feel like we've had a bad end to a really great story, and to me, I want to move forward, but I can't get over the fact that we've done this quickly and so early on in the season to get the players in that he wants as well. You know, to get the players in he wants and spend over like £200 million on players, and then to sack him. To get the players in he wants and then to sack him.
You know, to sack him so instantly, without, you know, any prior warning. We don't know whether he has had warnings. You know, that's something to, you know, sort of speculate on. But I do think, you know, it's like this managing business is very cutthroat. You know, we've always talked about, you know, how many managers and the curse of Chelsea Football Club. The other thing that springs to my mind, you know, everyone's looking for a managerial job, and especially, you know, a renowned club like Chelsea. But, you know, sack him, and within minutes, hours, there are already potential, you know, contenders up there for his seat.
We'll get into that in a minute.
You know, but what I want to say is, yeah, okay, nobody's totally indispensable. Yeah, I don't care who the manager is, who the player is. You know, nobody's indispensable. But you know, this is being done now. Was something already in the pipeline? Yeah, and to see the end of Tuchel at Chelsea. Yeah, and you know, talking, you know, Graham Potter, great manager. You know, he would be a great loss to Brighton if he was to leave there and go to Chelsea. Well, but listen, hear me out. What's to say? Yeah, he wouldn't go to Chelsea. Yeah, 6 months down the line, it hadn't panned out. You know, he's lost his place in Brighton, where he could have taken Brighton to the Champions League. You know, what is going on here? You know, and it's a very cutthroat business like politics, and I think there's a lot of that behind the closed doors. Business, you know, and politics, and that's all it's about. Huge money.
I personally believe. Look, I want to say something now, and since the new ones have come in, they have spent the money. They have tried to back Tuchel. They've backed the club by spending the money. But what you know, in youth department, in the senior squad, in the women's department, it's all been backed. But what I will say is Thomas Tuchel got sacked quicker under Todd Bowley than he would have got under Roman Abramovich. Roman Abramovich would have given him until at least November to January.
And this is another thing. This is another thing. They're not going on the personal lines either. Since Thomas Tuchel, you know, as we know from last season, he had split up from his wife. They were going through a divorce, apparently. There was
not sure how true this is.
No new girlfriend, you know, on the scene. You know, was there a decline in his abilities at that time? You know, was he clouded by his private life? We don't know. But, you know, like I say, that is his private life. We have to put that aside. But, you know, 5 games into the season, yes? And, you know, we had, what was it again? 2 wins.
So
Two
it's
losses,
been 3 wins,
1 draw.
3 wins,
Yeah.
1 draw,
Yeah.
3 losses.
Doesn't justify
2
it.
in the Premier League, 1 in the Champions League
Yeah,
last night.
yeah, it doesn't-
And I did give my review on that last night. So if you haven't got a chance to
Yeah.
check that out yet, it is on the
Yeah.
channel. Go and check
Yeah.
it out. But what's next? But before we get into what's next, I want to show you something, and this is from a personal level to me, to Tuchel, as a thank you from both of us. You know, we're looking at this now. Won Champions League within 5 months in charge. Reached 5 finals in less than 2 seasons. Won 3 trophies. An end of an era for Thomas Tuchel at Chelsea. And look, Thomas Tuchel may not ever watch this. You know, he may not ever watch this. But I want to give my sincere thanks to him.
Oh, yeah,
Because he's a legend at Chelsea now. He has cemented his place in Chelsea history, folklore, forever. By winning the Champions League, the Super Cup, and the Club World Cup. 2 trophies that we couldn't win previously. He has done it all for us. He may not have won the Premier League, but he took this job aware of the situation. He was there all the way through the situation when Chelsea got sanctioned. He was there when, you know, we were struggling to get to games. He was there through the COVID crisis when we had no player, when our players were going down with COVID and we were struggling to play games and make a squad up. Right? He was there through it all. He was there when the new owners came in, and now he's gone. I want to give my sincere thanks to Tuchel. So thank you, Tuchel, for everything you've done for this football club.
Well, you know.
You are an absolute legend, and you know what? You'll always have a place in my heart and a place in Chelsea's fans' heart. You know, a lot of Chelsea fans today are very upset on Twitter. I have seen a lot of anger, a lot of frustration, a lot of, you know, questioning, and that leads us on to what's next.
The other thing we've got to ask as well is what's the response of this news on the players? Now, you know, I know obviously out of all the players, you know, including the subs, yeah, and, you know, other people involved in the management section and things, you know, there would be people who would give like negative views against Tuchel. But, you know, how many are, you know, absolutely, you know, taken back by this, gobsmacked. You know, they've been left in the lurch once again. We're looking for a manager. You know, so that, it is the curse of Chelsea Football Club managers.
Yeah. But look, you know, we are in a situation now where we have to look forward. We have to now look forward to what's next. What is next? Well, this came out from Fabrizio Romano earlier today. Let's get into it and have a look. So this is what has been said. So, Chelsea are preparing contract proposal for Graham Potter, but main priority will be discussing on long-term project. He's the favourite, while Pochettino is now waiting for Chelsea to decide. Brighton will discuss with Chelsea on compensation clause right after. Look, there's 3 managers in the running. There's 3 managers. 3. There's Graham Potter, Zinedine Zidane, Mauricio Pochettino. Mauricio Pochettino can stay away from this club. No way. I'm not having it. I'm sorry, I'm not. I've seen that. I've seen the same old story before with Pochettino. He went to Tottenham, he won nothing. He went to PSG, he just about won the French, the Ligue 1 title. Graham Potter, I look at and I think, yeah. But are we going to be playing the same style? Because as we know, Graham Potter likes to play the back 3 at Brighton. He likes to play that back 3 with the wing backs and the 2 in midfield and the 3 up top. Now, will it be the same system, or will Graham Potter adapt it for Chelsea for it to suit Chelsea? Dad, you know, what do you think of the 3 candidates? Graham Potter, Zinedine Zidane, and Mauricio Pochettino. What do you think?
Well, the last one,
He's a
Mauricio
no.
Pochettino, is a no-no. Zidane, you know,
He's got good mentality.
he's got good mentality. You know, he's proven at PSG. But
no, yeah, to Real Madrid. you
Real
mean.
Madrid, sorry. Lost my mind. Age. Yeah, and then we got Graham Potts. Graham Potts looking like the most likely to take up the job. You know, like I said, you know, previously was, you know, this already sort of, you know, signed and done and under the radar, and, you know, Tuchel was, you know, subsequently pushed out quickly. But the other thing, everyone is so, you know, quick on blaming the managers all the time. You know,
Where's the blame on the player?
Yeah, where's the blame on the players? And the players who don't turn up. You know, some of them, you know, they are lazy. You know, their level
They're
of football...
bone idle.
Their level,
Don't give a crap.
their level of football has fallen like from 100 or 101% right to about 60, maybe lower 50% of play.
Look,
It-
I watched the game last night. I watched the game. You didn't.
Yeah.
I watched that game last night.
Yeah.
Players were
Yeah.
played out of position.
Yeah.
The players looked like they didn't want to be
Yeah.
there. They looked out of sorts. They looked disorganised, dysfunctional, delusional. They looked like they were having an absolute nightmare on the pitch. Everything we tried last night was absolutely terrible.
So this is why I
and so this
question.
is why they put the blame on Tuchel.
And this is why I question, you know, was this a conspiracy as well from the dressing room? Yeah, I'm not saying all the players, you know, but maybe, you know, one or two of the major players. Was it a conspiracy? You know, these players who are not performing to standards, you know, they're not wind-up mechanisms. You know, these are people and who are guided by the manager, yeah. But let me say also, the onus on Tuchel is to play these players in their correct positions, because as I have said, you know, you cannot have maybe like someone like a secretary doing a nurse's job,
No.
yeah, or a coach driver flying a plane. Yeah,
Two different jobs.
This is what's happening, and this is where the breakdown has come. Yeah, and blunders have been caused. You know, which is quite catastrophic to us. You know, especially with the Premier League. We've only played one game so far in the Champions League,
And we lost that.
You know, we could be out sooner than we think. And on the Thursday night football, if we get that far, you know,
If we even get to that stage, look.
yeah.
But what my concern is now is what we do to go forward. So look, based on what the options are, based on what we've seen, Graham Potter, Zinedine Zidane, or Mauricio Pochettino. Mauricio Pochettino can get away from that list. I don't want it. I don't want anything to do with that. Let's just forget about him. Graham Potter or Zinedine Zidane. Which one would you rather?
Well, like I say, Graham Potter, he's got a fantastic job there at Brighton. He's done very well, you know, to bring them this far. And they're looking, you know, at this moment in time, whether they can retain this position, that they are going to be, you know, in Champions League football. Brighton, who'd have thought? But if he goes to Chelsea, yeah, obviously he's going to have a bigger payday, you know. He's with, you know, world-renowned club, one of the 5 giants of the Premier League. But in 6 months' time, it could all end in tears and fall apart again. You know, we're back to square one in the lurch, looking for another manager. You know, it's farcical. It's a joke. It's a joke.
But if you were to pick between Zidane and Potter, pick.
Right. I know Zidane is quite very strict. Potter, yeah, he knows Premier League football. He's been with Brighton now, you know,
For about
a number
2-3 years.
Yeah, about longer than that, about 3-4 years.
Think
4
so,
years,
yeah.
And, you know, year on year, they have excelled. They have beaten us. Yeah, silly. So he's doing something very right. Now, if he wants to leave Brighton, which would be a big loss for their club, and he comes to us, let's hope it's, you know, a big advantage for us, and that, you know, he can get our players motivated.
So am I right
Kick
in saying
some
that this is your
frigging ass there?
Am I right in
Yeah.
saying that Graham Potter would be your choice?
Yes, he would be my choice. I'd be sorry to leave him. For him to be leaving Brighton, because I think he's got a wonderful career there. But if he does want to take up the job with Chelsea, like I said, he'd be advantageous to us. And I'm hoping, that he would have, this good rapport with the players, because he's a very nice man as well, But I'm hoping, that he's strict in the training regime with them.
I hope he's on
and
it,
that
on
he
it, on
makes
it.
the correct, decisions to play them in their appropriate places, where they excel, and bring this team back, to its highest standard and winning ways.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So look, based on my opinion and what I see, I see Zidane. He plays a 4-3-3. He's got Champions League experience. He's managed the biggest ego in football, Cristiano Ronaldo. He's gone and managed in other places as well. He looks very good. He's won multiple Champions Leagues. He's a serial winner. He looks like he's one of the big boys in the business. He doesn't mess around. His mentality is good. He's very strict on what he wants and on the style of football he wants to play. Graham Potter plays 3 at the back formation, something we already know about. He gets the best out of a certain group of players. At the moment, he's only got limited resources at Brighton. But what I will say is, if it comes down to choosing between the two of them, I'm choosing Potter, because based on the fact that he's worked in the Premier League before, and if he's ready for the step up, then great, because he's stepping into a poison chalice. He is stepping into something so dangerous to
snake infested.
It's gonna be a ride, but I'm sure Potter will do okay.
Let me come back. If Graham Potter has any sense, and I'll say this, I'll put my cards on the table. If he has any sense, really, he would stay at Brighton. Because like you said, it's a poison chalice. It's snake infested, I believe. In as far as the owners go, maybe some of the players as well, because this has been done in the past. And the other thing is, this sacking of Tuchel, I am convinced that this, was, in the pipeline already. Maybe a number of weeks ago.
I did say this at the beginning of the video, but maybe the reason that maybe there was a breakdown. There was talk of
it was done under the radar.
There was talk of already during the transfer window that Tuchel didn't want Ronaldo, but Bowley did. Maybe there was a breakdown between Bowley and Tuchel. Tuchel was doing the director of football job and doing the coaching. Right? Bowley needs to employ a director of football. We need a director of football to carry the club forward now. We can't have Bowley doing every single job. What's he going to do next? Be the manager?
Yeah. And the thing is, there's so much, we got this American conglomerate come in, Todd Bowley. We talk about the Glazers, Now, these are big business people, not small, like multinational people. And, that's all they care about is money, not millions, billions. So, what I'm saying is, this is like no longer sport, it's business, and
it needs to change.
It's all capitalistic,
But there we go. Look, we just see what happens, because I've had enough of rambling on about this now. We need to actually focus on what's next in the future. But guys, listen, hope you've all enjoyed today's video. If you have enjoyed today's video, please make sure you smash the like button. You comment your thoughts down below on Tuchel. You comment your thoughts down on who you want as the next Chelsea manager. You subscribe to the channel. You turn on the notification bell icon to be notified when we upload. Share this video out as much as possible. And we'll see you guys later for a special live stream of a special announcement. Be there for it. It's going to be wicked. It's a special announcement for the channel, and it's a special announcement for everything considering this channel. I hope you all guys are looking forward to it. Until then, see you later. Take care, guys. Bye.